With one click, you can build your new Toyota. Get a quote. Search current special offers. You can even see offers not seen on TV. BuyAToyota.com.
Hello everyone and welcome to Toyota's Patriots Today. I'm Lindsay Petruni. We have a very special interview for you today. We sat down with Patriots head coach Bill Belichick and head coach of the defending Super Bowl champion New Orleans Saints, Sean Payton. NFL Network's Mike Mayock moderates the discussion. Take a look.
Well, we're sitting here. I guess I got to say it's my favorite day at training camp so far. I've been to 5 camps, and this was by far the most fun I've had. And Bill, how'd you get Bon Jovi here?
You know, he wanted to see the Saints.
Now, you guys were sitting around him before the practice like he was a celebrity. I mean, that was pretty cool. What's he doing here? You're a buddy of his,
yeah,
right?
Just come up and you know, watch good practice. You know, he was up here a couple weeks ago, played in Gillette Stadium, and Sean and I know him from back in the Jersey days, and you know, of course, all his touring around. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he brought a little energy to the field too.
I'm a Jersey Shore guy. I want to go see him right now. And Coach, you know, before we get into the practice, you had a pretty special day at the White House on Monday and also the military hospital. I mean, your coaches and players were buzzing about that.
Well, you know, we were able to, after having a chance to visit with Bill in the spring, really tie the trip into coming up here where we didn't have to, you know, fly to Washington and then fly back home. So, you know, it worked out just logistically real well. And then, you know, I don't know that you can ever prepare them for what they're going to see. And the time we spent with the president was fantastic. And then afterwards at Walter Reed Hospital, you know, for our team to be there with these wounded veterans and you know, there's no IR list, you know, for them. And all you keep hearing is how they want to get back with their troops. And that was pretty inspiring.
It kind of puts training camp and what you guys are going through and what the players are going through in a little different perspective, huh?
Yeah. It really does. You know, I've made that visit to Walter Reed too, and it's one of the most emotional trips I think I've ever made. But it's awesome. I mean, they're fighting for us and they're dying for us, and they don't make any excuses, and they just want to keep fighting. And
now we've got a preseason game on Thursday night. You're going to practice Tuesday and Wednesday. Sean, what do you feel like you got out of this practice this morning?
Well, you know, I said to Bill during practice, the thing that you can't replicate is, you know, formation, play recognition, defensively. You get different looks, and offensively for the quarterbacks, different looks on defense, and, you know, schemes are different. And so you could try to card those, but to actually come out here and have a couple days prior to playing the game, I mean, it helps those guys, all of them, and especially the younger players, at least get familiar with, you know, what they're going to be up against. And I think that aspect is tremendous.
And Bill, does it kind of ratchet up the intensity level, especially maybe some of the veterans that get kind of used to training camp, to have some new blood in here?
Well, sure. It's great to compete against a team like the Saints, and as Sean said, you get a lot of different looks. And, you know, play preseason game, guys play 10, 15, maybe 20 plays. We get, you know, we'll get 3 times that in the practice sessions here. So the number of reps and the quality of the reps is much better than we could do ourselves. So it's a great working environment.
I was in Baltimore a week ago. They have 2 young tight ends that kind of jumped out at me. And today I look out there and you got a 2nd rounder in Gronkowski and a 4th rounder in Hernandez. It looks like, along with Crumpler, you've upgraded athletically at that position.
Well, we certainly hope so. You know, we've made a big effort to do it in the draft and also in free agency with Crump. And, you know, those guys are working hard, and I think that they'll give us a little more production at that tight end than we've had the last couple of years.
And Coach, you know, defensively, you gave up a lot of yards and a fair amount of points last year for a Super Bowl team, but you were great at taking the football away. You were great at scoring touchdowns defensively. Do you think you've upgraded yourself a little bit athletically on defense this year?
Well, number one, I think the big change for us in the last 2 or 3 years has been we've gotten better corner. You know, we're deeper there. We drafted there again this year. We added a few key guys in free agency to defensive end. You know, you never pick up from where you left off. You start all over again. And I do like some of the additions we've made. I feel like we're deeper, especially in the secondary.
You got Patrick Robinson who can step in. You kick Jenkins inside who's learning behind Sharper. That's a pretty good deal. And you guys were coming over. I said, no fights. This is the first time I've ever been at one of these. You didn't even come close to a fight. It's pretty good.
Well, we didn't come out here to fight, Mike. We came out here to play football and to compete against another good football team. And that's really where the emphasis was. And I think that's what the players tried to do, is just do their job and be a better football player coming off the field than we were walking on.
Hey, guys, I really appreciate your time. Thanks, and continue this for the rest of the week and have a great game Thursday night.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Quite the opportunity to see 2 elite coaches in this setting. Stay with us. We'll have more coverage throughout the day right here on Toyota's Patriots Today.